Good morning, dear student. So, you have seen that in the last class we discussed about the solid, liquid and gas. We saw different characteristic of solid, liquid and gas. Now, in the today's class, we are going to solve some question which in your NCRT related to these topics. So, now let's start. Question number first. The mass per unit volume of a substance is called density. Density equals to mass over volume. Arrange the following in order of increasing densities: air, exhaust from chimneys, honey, water, chalk, cotton, and iron. So, for this, we should keep in our mind that the solid has maximum density, then liquid, then gas. Okay, so solid is the most dense. Now, how we will arrange all these elements according to increasing density? So we will keep on our mind that solid are most dense, then liquid, then gas. Fine. Now we have to select the objects which are solid. So here three objects are solid. If you see the given options, the one is the iron, second is the cotton, and the third is the chalk. Now when we compare between all these three, chalk, cotton and iron, we see that the iron is most dense. Then we will see that the chalk and then the cotton. It means the iron will come in the first rank. Then here a chalk will come. Same, now cotton will come. Okay, so this is the order of solid. When we talk about liquid, so in liquid there is a honey and a water. So definitely honey will be more dense because you see that the honey is viscous in nature and water viscous nahi hai, so it will be gets least priority in comparison with the honey. So then honey will come. Okay, then here water will come. Okay, and then air and exhaust from chimneys. So air is more light, and then chimneys, then exhaust from chimneys. Okay, so this will be the correct sequence. Okay, so if we will say that air will get the least priority, then exhaust air, then water, then honey, then cotton, then chalk, then iron. So that will be the proper sequence from for arranging those all in a increasing density. So hope you clear, hope you get the answer. Okay, again I'm telling it to you. First air, then exhaust from air, chimneys, then water, then honey, then cotton, chalk and iron. What the main principle behind that? You know that the solid have more density in compared to the liquid and gases. Hope you understood this question. Now we are coming to the second question. Second question is that tabulate the difference in the characteristic of a state of matter. So already we discussed this answer in the last class and you have written the differences of solid, liquid and gas. So don't write this question again. That is the same you have to do that. In this you have to tabulate the differences between solid, liquid and gas only. So don't do this question because we already done that. So we will not discuss this question in this video. Now coming to the question 2. Coming to the question 2, you have to comment upon the following: rigidity, compressibility, fluidity, filling a gas container, shape, kinetic energy and density. So when we are talking about the term rigidity, it means that properties of a matter by which the matter is retaining its shape. For example, when we talk about the rigidity, the solids are more rigid because they have a particular shape. Okay, so like liquids don't have rigidity, and gases don't have rigidity because they don't have they don't retain their shape. So rigidity, it means when we are talking about retaining of the shape. Second is that compressibility, it means when we are pressing something and we are reducing the volume of the particular matter. Okay, so when we are talking about the compressibility, you have seen that the solid don't show compressibility because they have the particular shape. But when we talk about the liquid and gases, like gases may, so we can compress the gases, we can fill the gases in the container, so gases have a compressibility. Okay, compressibility, it means when we are reducing the volume of the particular matter. Fluidity, it means the flowing tendency. For example, like liquids can flow, gases can flow, so fluidity, it means the flowing tendency of a matter. Next, filling a gas container. So you know that filling a gas container, why? Because you know that the intermolecular force of attraction is very weak in the cases of gas, and gas can easily compress, so we can easily fill that gas in the container. Next is the shape. So shape may, already you know that solids have a particular shape because they retain their shapes. Kinetic energy. So kinetic energy, you already know. Kinetic energy, it means the energy which is related to the moving of the molecules. Okay, so you know that the kinetic energy of the gases are maximum, and we can increase the kinetic energy, and when we increase the kinetic energy, the movement of the molecule also increases, and when we increase the temperature, the kinetic energy of the molecules also increases. Now last term, that is the density. So density, already as I told you, density, it means mass per volume. Density means mass per volume, and it is maximum in the case of solids. Solids are more denser than liquid and then the gases. Okay, so hope you can understand the meaning of all these words, and you have to write that. Tomorrow I will provide you the PDF for that, and then you can write your answers clearly. Today you just try to understand the answer of this question. Tomorrow you will write in a classwork copy. Okay, now coming to the third question. Give reason. A gas fills completely the vessel in which it kept. What will be the answer? What will be the proper reason for that? So as you know that a gas in the molecule of the gas, the particles are very far to each other because they have a very weak force of attraction. Okay, so if they have a very weak force of attraction, so we can easily fill that gas inside the vessel. Okay, and you know that the molecules of the gases are randomly moving here and there, so it is taking the space, it is also taking the space of the vessel, so that's why it is filled completely in the vessel. Second question is that a gas exert pressure on the wall of container. Definitely, because as I told you, a gas have a very weak intermolecular force of attraction, and the particle of the gases are moving randomly here and there. So whenever they are moving here and there, so they are colliding to each other, and they are exerting pressure on the wall of the container there because of the hit because the molecules of the gases are hitting to each other and the vessel of the container also. Now, question number third. A wooden table should be called a solid. Why? Because you know that a wooden table, it means we are talking about the solids. And solids are those who have a very strong force of attraction. Their molecules are very, very tightly bind to each other. And because they are very tightly bind to each other, so very less space is there, and they have a rigidity because they are retaining their shape also. So that's why we can say that a wooden table should be called as a solid. Now question number 4. We can easily move our hand in air, but to do the same through a solid block of wood, we need a karate expert. Why? So already you know the answer. You know that in when we are comparing a solid with the gases, you saw that in solid the force of attraction is very, very strong. In gases, the force of attraction is very weak. It has a maximum space there. In the molecule of gases, the maximum space is there, and in the cases of a solid, the space is very least and negligible. Okay, so when we are moving our hand, so we cannot move the molecules of the solid because they are very tightly bind to each other. But in the case they are not tightly bind to each other and they have enough space, so that's why we are easily able to move our hand. So this will be the correct answer for that question. So we have done the question A, B, C, D. So hope you understood the answer of all this question. If you have any queries related to that, you can make me call Okay, now coming to the fourth question, that is, liquid generally have lower density as compared to solid, but you must have observed that ice floats on water. Find why. So this question is very very important, because this is the exceptional question, you can say. As I told you that solids are more denser than the liquid and then the gases. That's why whenever we are, whenever we are putting iron nail or any heavy object on the water, and you see that it seeps, okay, it sinks into the water. Why? Because it has a maximum density. Now why the ice is floating on a water surface? So the answer for that, because ice is also a solid now. So the question is that liquid generally have lower density. Density means when we are talking about the mass per volume. Okay, and you see that why the ice cubes are floating over the water surface. The reason for that, the structure of the ice, because the structure of the ice is a cage like structure. Okay, cage like structure. What is the specialty of this cage like structure? The specialty of this cage like structure, that it has a good amount of air trap in between them. Okay, and so because of that air, the ice cubes becomes lighter in weight as in compared to the water. And so if their weight is reduced, that's why they are floating over the surface of the water. Okay, so what is the correct answer for that? The correct answer is the structure of the ice. When ice molecules are binding each other, they are binding in such a manner that they are making a very special cage like structure. And in this cage like structure, the most air is trapped inside it, so the weight of the ice reduces. Okay, and that's why the ice floats over the surface of the water. So this is the correct answer for the question. So hope you all get the answer of all these questions, first four. Now you have to write all these answer in your classwork copy. Tomorrow I will send you the PDF for that, writing the answer of this. Okay, so today please just go through the chapter, just try to understand the answer of all this question. And if you find any kind of difficulties, any kind of problem, you can call me at evening time also, 5 to 6. And if you want, you can call me in the school timing till 2 o'clock.